Hello guys, welcome to my channel Shades of Grey. Today I'm going to show you the types of shading techniques I'm going to use in pencil sketching. The first method would be hatching. It is the most common and preferred method used by most artists. Well, at least the ones I know. This is done by using vertical, horizontal, diagonal lines in different intensities to get the preferred shade that you desire. I prefer using this method for rough sketching to mark down shadows and highlights, and also when I do freehand outlines. This method works the best. I will show you in detail how to use this method in the future videos. I definitely would not recommend using this for hyperrealism or detailed sketching, as it will flush out the little details, but it definitely does work out with beginners who are learning to sketch, because it teaches you about the impact that light has over an image. The next would be called as cross hatching. I'm not a fan of this method. Do not prefer it, but I rarely use it. This is usually done by giving three strokes together. That's vertical, horizontal, diagonal. It's a mix of all. It is best used for scenery or spot sketching. I would definitely not recommend this again for hyperrealism or detailed sketching work, but there are some artists who just draw a portrait using the same method. It's not super detailed, but yeah, it's definitely better than just an outline. It is pretty complex than hatching, and I do recommend this for beginners. The next is my favorite method, blending and stamping. You would see me use this all the time. This method brings out the professional look in a normal pencil sketching. This method is like hatching, but then you put your lines pretty closer to each other, dense for the darker sides, and then you blend it all together. Usually I prefer blending from the darker shades to the lighter shades, but then there are artists who prefer the other way around as well. The blending tools usually used will be cotton swabs, cloth, tissue, finger, so on. But with my work, I prefer using paper stumps, just like the ones in this video. Dry synthetic paper brushes when it comes to hyperrealisms, and rarely cotton swabs when I deal with charcoal, basically. You would see me using this in the future videos, and I definitely will teach you how to create and probably bring out the professional look in your pencil sketches using this method. And I will teach you the benefits as well, and teach you about what and how important this method is in pencil sketching. The next method is called stippling. Well, it's pretty interesting. It's all about dots. It's using the dots in different densities to bring out the shade that you desire. The concept is really simple. The more the dots, the darker the shades. The lesser the dots, the lighter the shades. It's self-understood. I use and highly recommend this method for hyper-realistic sketches alone. Minute details can be recorded using this method. Often, I see artists as well. I imply using this method just for one piece of art. In other words, I create an entire art using just this method. That's no shades and no outlines. It's much time consuming, but highly satisfying. Whenever I do arts using only the stippling method, I prefer to use art liners more than pencils, because the darkness of the pencil here doesn't really matter. It's only the density of the dots. With the density of the dots, you can actually cover the shadows and highlights of an image that in future you would understand you do not really require different shaded pencils. In the future videos, I'll definitely will show you how to use this method. Scumbing, that's the last method that I would recommend. It's easy, it's fast, and it's the best way to shade a graphite or a charcoal pencil. It's basically loose lines or just scribbling. Blending with charcoal or graphite spoils the image, hence, I prefer using this method. This method really doesn't require blending. As you can see, I'm layering down the scribble lines over and over again to get the intensity of my shade. That is it. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you like it, hit the like button. And if you would like to learn more about pencil sketching, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Have a good day. Please follow. Keep smiling.